Over the end line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Well, you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Goff on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jonathan Bullard with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Flacco here on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Dumps it off to Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Gurley. Breaks a tackle. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Super 66.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Orange.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And Zerline's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
This is Howard on second down, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. From the gun, Flacco. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On second down, Flacco to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Flacco looks to throw. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Flacco now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. A give to Howard. Down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Rocket, rocket. Yes, 20.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Yellow, yellow. That. Lock it in.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on second down is gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Orange.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And he's got some space here. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
First and 10 here for Flacco. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first down, they run with Howard. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Jim, wait.
Second down, Flacco now. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Flacco to throw here on third down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This one from 48 yards away. And Parkey's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll power his way up near the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flacco from the gun. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nikel Roby-Coleman, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff for Gurley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Bullard in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Flacco. Looking deep for Gabriel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 43 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing here on 1st down, Flacco. That escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Flacco here on 2nd down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Flacco. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On 4th down, it's Howard. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Flacco. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
2 for 66. 12.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Goff now looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third and 2. Goff. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Listen.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 50, it's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Start left here.
Gurley again here on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Out of the gun, Goff dumps it off to Gurley, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Goff. That's complete right around the 8. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This for the lead in the final stages.
Bring out the Brinks truck, I'm young, fly. I ain't even took the dollar out my pocket. And I'm frosted like Tony. In the franchise with the owner. I can walk on water, pop it like, hey, when you on top, go hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, go hate on you, that what they supposed to do.